our mind from best in the world to best for the world. Make decisions intentional, to take decisions intentional, making decisions intentional. Make decisions intentional, to take decisions intentional, making decisions intentional. It creates a new world to mind a shift, intentionality, perceptuality, conceptuality. We are choosing to shift our mind to best for the world, best for our world. Make decisions intentional, to take decisions intentional, making decisions intentional. Make decisions intentional, to take decisions intentional, making decisions intentional.
Hello, and we are now online broadcasting, and it's 7 o'clock in this part of the world, but 1 hour away from the Earth hour. Now, we are just waiting to see here if we do have further participants joining in for now. Meanwhile, I'll be waiting a little bit because today's theme, thank you, Stellan. Thank you very much. I'll keep it up and you just go and do what you need to do. So meanwhile we're waiting, this session is, and I probably need to repeat this a few times, but we are now in the Magic Attics House of Stories. We are currently in a small town called Sigtuna in Sweden. And today's theme is, okay, the link, yeah. We've got some chats coming in here. So I'm just checking out, need to get out now. Here we go. Thank you. All right, cool. So today's session is about art, earth, and existential health. Earth without art is but air. And that EH could potentially then actually, if we want to tweak it a little bit, be existential health. So the theme tonight is how can art be a positive force towards existential health and well-being. And meanwhile now, as we are here in live, I will still just stay a bit and wait till and see if we get some more guests to join us in here. So, but first and foremost, this is a pilot and a test broadcast from the Attics and the House of Story in Sweden. Hopefully we're going to do several broadcasts up from here, but it is in the making. All of this here is going to change bit by bit. And I think I will rest my case a little bit and see, meanwhile, if we do get somebody in online. And I will try some features meanwhile. And we are sending live. We are sending live on YouTube as we speak. And you may wonder then what is existential health? Well, the World Health Organization has defined the existential health into 8 different aspects. First and foremost, the spiritual connection, the meaning and purpose in life, experience of awe and wonder, wholeness and integration, spiritual strength, inner peace, hope and optimism, and faith. Now I want to go down with this face. Okay. Now, talking generally otherwise about health, one would say that existential health, or health generally, is divided into 6 different spheres. You will have the outer sphere, which will influence feeling and meaningful existential impact. And we will also have of course, the inner sphere with inner existential needs. We will have the physical aspect of health, and the mental, the social, finally, the ecological one. And in the midst of this is the core, the very core of making existential meaning of life. So, and the idea of tonight's discussion here is really to test a few ideas for an upcoming project, which will look in on art's function of well-being. How can art actually make us feel good? And what different projects, concepts, tools is there out there? What have you learned? What have you used when you feel a bit down, or when you sort of go into search for meaning of life? What helps you along that journey? And in particular, do you have any experience of art of any kind fulfilling that, helping you along the way? So, meanwhile, while I'm waiting here, I'm going to do a little bit inner listening and await some further participants. Okay. And as we're waiting, I'm just testing a few features, since we are streaming at the same time.
What?
What? We do have somebody here.
Gnomes and stuff, eh?
All right. Where are you?
I'm in the Bree, at the pub in Bree. You need to meet me there pretty shortly because there's riders around, black riders. These forests are not safe. So you can get to Bree before the noon and in 2 days, midnight. There's a ring, there's a ring around. What?
Okay.
What? We do have somebody here. The gnomes and stuff, eh?
Oh.
All right.
We have a lag of about 2
Where are you?
Wait. I need to...
I'm in the Bree, at the pub in Bree. You need to meet me there pretty shortly because the
Okay, that's fascinating. Right. So
that's
here,
about 10-15 seconds of delay, eh?
no, it's more. It's like 30-45 seconds or something between YouTube and the Zoom.
I'm on the Zoomy now.
Yeah, so am I, because I switched, because I had feedback then coming from YouTube as well, but testing both and see the lag between the two when you send.
Okay.
It works. So
Good. Så du streamer fra Zoom nå til YouTube.
det gör jag.
Ja, så då blir det inte så interaktivt då. Då är det med att det är en ström.
Ja, och vi testar ju här lite grann. Men vi ligger faktiskt live utsatt, så när som helst kan ju någon komma in. Frågan är om vi blir inspelade nu så att det ligger kvar eller om det bara är live och sparas. Men vi ligger mitt i ett 48 timmars program.
Ja, just det. Okej, så då avbryter med mitt nonsens här och så avbryter ditt storytellingsflöde, eller är det så det ligger till?
Ja, fast jag själv gjorde det eftersom jag inte hade Stellan som är med här nu, som är arrangör. Han behövde smita vidare på några andra uppdrag, så att jag sa att jag håller ställningarna och jag kör själv om det dyker upp någon, men det är första gången vi testar, så att jag har ju gått ut som du sett på Facebook, men det har inte trillat in några vare sig ifrån det som officiellt ligger ute eller mina kanaler, så att det är du och jag.
Ja, men det är lite äventyr bara det. Vad kul uppsätt du har med spegelbakter och allt möjligt.
Ja, det här var bara ett första test. Det blev lite snabbt att sätta upp på vinden här nu. Så att det är första gången som jag sänder ifrån min egen vind, House of Stories. Och det här är mitt lilla enda fönster. Men jag har ju faktiskt lite speglar på det, så jag tänkte jag testar och ser vad som händer om man kan få 3 vinklar.
Väldigt bra. Lite tråkigt med skärmen, att du ser skärmen i reflektionen. Det är inte så storytelling-aktigt med datorskärmen.
Nej, och det vet jag inte om man kan vinkla dem, för att det var ju fint, tänkte jag, att man ändå ser lite av vinden i bakgrunden där. Men om jag vrider förbi då, man inte ser skärmen, kanske man bara kan se, lite av vinden då.
Ja, det är mycket coolare. And where's the wardrobe, Nick?
Vad är det som säger plink? Wardrobe, den är på en trappa ner förstås.
Ja, du har wardrobe där nere. Den är magical wardrobe. Vi ska snart spisa middag här. Så Solveig håller på att göra lite middag. Vi ska ha lite Passover meal. Men
berätta för mig, Passover meal. Är det liksom palmsöndag imorgon, så att...
Det är judisk påsk idag. Så vi tycker lite roligt att fira den i samband med påsken. Så vi ska ha lite lammmat nu. Lamm. För att judisk påsk är ju någon salmer från Bibeln, och så lite bittre örter, lite saltvatten. För att minnas utvandringen från Egypten. Så det är bra. Så jag ska göra lite mat nu. Lite lamshank eller vad det var för någonting. Med lite örter och grejer. Så det blir bra. Lite israelisk mat. Så det blir bra. Jag har haft en väldigt bra vecka med undervisning med...
Jo, Stellan skriver in här på Facebook så att han kollade in på YouTube precis att vi är i sändning, men att engelska är att föredrag för att det är fler som kanske kan droppa in. Men
Yeah, I don't know what the point is. What were we doing? So I'm
yeah.
okay.
We are still sending live, but people are not really sort of here. I mean, it's you and I. So maybe somebody will look in, but if this is a test, we are not on the subject correctly since we are waiting a few others. But we're doing another one tomorrow. Yeah, so if everybody's around at 7 o'clock tomorrow.
So this is an introduction for your storytelling hub, which is in Rivendell, right?
Exactly.
Where are you now? Exactly, yeah.
I'm in Rivendell.
Brilliant. And in this place you are now.
Yeah, in this place I am. This broadcast festival, which is launched now, Best for the World. They are actually on the outlook for somebody to carry on, to take the what's it called?
Baton.
Yeah. So take on and see if we could redo this later on. And the question is if we could do something like this Best for the World for the CO75.
So what on earth has storytelling to do with mental health? This seems like a very odd thing. And now I got 5 minutes, so you got to tell me.
Okay, you got 5 minutes. Okay, well, that's cool. So since I have this, well, storytelling definitely has a lot to do with existential health, because there's so many stories out there that can build both or primarily on the inner side, but also strengthen us a little bit, not maybe physically, but mentally, physically, and in particular, existentially. And the World Health Organization has defined the existential health into 8 different categories.
Oh, intriguing. So
the question is whether these 8 all could connect to storytelling or any an art form. So how could we actually create well-being on an existential level?
Yeah, how can we do
you know
that?
What these 8 are?
These 8? No, I do not know. Enlighten me.
Well, this is the World Health Organization. There are actually a few different definitions here, but they specify spiritual connection. That's the first one. So spiritual connection. Second, meaning and purpose in life, of course. And then experience of awe and wonder. I love that.
Really? Yeah, that's good.
Wholeness and interaction, or integration rather. Wholeness and integration, to feel integrated in the system. And wholeness, feeling part of the system, I should say.
Yeah.
Spiritual strength. Now, what's that?
Hello.
Spiritual strength.
Hello.
A spiritual strength is a train ride in Gothenburg, right?
They don't hear me.
Yes, we have Bo joining here as we are in the midst of that.
So
yes.
Is Bo number 5 on the list on spiritual health?
I'm on the tram.
5. Oh, you're on the tram, so that's okay. That's what you're on.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I missed the startup time.
Okay, well, just join in here because we are sending live and we are going live on YouTube. Currently, as we speak, I have Sveinung here and you and Stellan a bit passively, but anybody could catch into this conversation or potentially see it later. I don't know. So but we are testing. So this is a test and going a bit slow. So. And I
so you were point 5 there, yeah? 4.
So number 6 is inner peace.
What do you mean inner peace? I got inner peace. That's not a problem. I got tons of that every day, brushing around
Me
like
too.
a whirlwind.
Inner
Yeah.
peace.
What's your problem? I mean, what is your problem? You insinuate? Are you insinuating that I don't have inner peace?
By the
You
sound,
don't look
Well,
that
that's
happy.
that's what I mean.
how about number 7 then? How about hope and optimism? Being here still in Corona kind of closed down pandemic situation, do we have hope and optimism for the future?
Yes, I do. I was asking the same question to some students in Norway yesterday, and I think that's just an active hope. And there's a lot of things that can happen now. There's a level playing field. There's a new playing field. A lot of things can happen. Corona has just been a test run for the big change. So this is good. Corona has been good for us, and it's like a open goal in terms of opportunities.
Okay.
Rewriting the international and national and personal narratives is on the boards. This is what's going to happen.
Yay. Okay, good. Lots of hope and optimism there. Now, number eight is faith.
Okay.
So what's the difference potentially between faith and spiritual connection?
Oh, and spiritual strength as well.
Yeah. Spiritual strength, faith, and spiritual connection are pretty close. So I'm not 100% sure of what the W, H, and O means with that.
No, what I missed on the list was a bit of giraffeness, because there's a little bit lack of the animal kingdom in the health, don't you think?
Well, I think having a giraffe in there is kind of a little bit like having a helicopter perspective.
Yeah, it would. Is that because there's a spiritual connection that goes by the giraffe, right?
Yeah, rise above.
Yeah.
Rise above. The question though is, if I ask Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Just saying that in music, since I know, Svein, you're in music, how would you go about using music as a tool towards achieving existential health?
I think music is somebody said, I just read today that Tolstoy said that science is making something into the human perception, but art is taking into the human emotion. So I think it's crucial that we use music, because music is just emotion, pure emotion, and cultural references, and by definition they would be speaking of a timeline connection, and that things are connected there, because inherently in music there's a timeline, and if you have a timeline you have hope, because without hope you can't have a timeline. And also the way you create with people and how that process goes about is quite key. And also maybe sometimes the songs to sing about, but that's secondary for me. But I think I have to log out now. And this is a little bit, and
yeah, well, we are thanking the giraffe and the giraffe language here for joining us, as we are in art and existential health and also coming close to the Earth Hour. So you are celebrating a Jewish festivity.
yes,
Talking of spiritual connection now, so that's good. Well, do enjoy, and don't forget to switch off the electricity in about 40 minutes.
Good. We'll do that. Okay. Good luck.
Thank you.
Zooming out.
Bye.
See you,
Bye.
Tristan. Bye-bye.
Okay, ciao. So then we are with Bo, traveling.
Trying to get the camera and the sound working.
Sorry, can you say that again, please? Can you hear me, Bo? All right. We are a little bit slow here on the pickup. And we have about 5 minutes more before this session ends, because every hour there's a new session, but for next hour, because then it's going to be Earth Hour. And if you're still on the tram, it will close down and all the lights go down. So then it's walking home time. Can you hear me, Bo? No, you can't hear me, can you? So as we are now coming close to the end here, I think since we do have some technical hiccups and not so many joining us, then probably we're going to close down for this session. Breakout groups. Yeah.
Jag gjorde ju det för dumt. Jag gjorde det.
So now I can hear you, Bo. Can you hear me?
Yeah, but my headset is malfunctioning. So I also traveling on the tram. I just got off the tram and it's a lot of noise around me. Let me see if I can get my headset to connect. It's stupid.
Well, I think we should actually take and technically probably close down. We're getting close to the end of this session. It's a 45 minutes one. And there's some prep time probably for some other stuff. But we are still sending live though. So we go live on YouTube.
All right.
Interesting.
How many have been in connection?
Very, very few. Basically none but Sveinung and you. And of course, Stellan is here as a host.
So we were delayed in the city because Tini was getting some shells she bought from some mysterious other Thai woman. So I haven't been able to connect because it's happening much. And,
let's you and I reconnect in 10 minutes or so, and I will close this live sending.
all right.
See how you are doing. Okay.
So, well, let's talk to you later.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
Bye-bye.